For my speech, I will be talking about why it's bad not to have exotic animals as pets. Now, I don't have any personal experience having any kind of exotic pets, nor do I know anybody that has an exotic pet, but I do know that it is not right to keep wild animals as pets. And for one of the first reasons why is it's bad for the animal itself. Wild animals have evolved over millions of years to become free living beings and also independent. They have needs, instincts, and behaviors that are tied to their own habitats. And you take them out of that habitat and it will just affect the animal itself. It is also inappropriate and inhumane to take these animals out of their natural habitats and keep them in small enclosed spaces as pets. They require special care, housing, and a special diet and maintenance that not any average person can give to these animals. Now, the 5 most common types of exotic animals there are usually snakes, birds, monkeys, big cats like tigers and lions, and turtles. Now, a lot of people, once these exotic animals get too big, they try to return them back into the wild. Now, in the hands of an unprepared and incompetent caretakers, many exotic animals have died or have been abandoned. The head of the Environmental Crime Investigation Unit in Western Cape, South Africa, estimates that 90% of the exported reptiles are dead within a year of becoming pets. People try to return these unwanted animals to their natural homes or abandon them outdoors. For most, this seems like the most viable option. But without appropriate habitats or rehabilitation, these animals will either starve or fall victim to predators. This can also be illegal, and you can be arrested for releasing these animals into the wild. If the exotic animals do survive and start living in these habitats, they can affect the ecosystem. They can give competition to other native species in that habitat, where they could prey on native species and can dwindle the native species in the area. Florida is currently the hotbed for a lot of invasive species. It has a very habitable climate, and the vastness of the Everglades has allowed for several of these non-native species to easily settle into the environment. Now, most of these species is usually Burmese pythons or iguanas. Usually people, once these pythons get too big, they usually return them loose into the wild, and same with the iguanas. Now, the dangers of having an exotic pet. Across the country, there have been many incidents where people have been hurt or even killed by their exotic pets. And then some have even escaped out of their enclosures and into the community. By nature, these exotic animals are dangerous. Even snakes, monkeys, turtles are dangerous. They are just like a ticking time bomb waiting to happen in their enclosures. They pose a big health risk to some humans. Many exotic animals are carriers of zoonotic diseases such as herpes B, monkeypox, and salmonella. Now, herpes B is usually found in the Macaque monkey, and about 80 to 90% of the population of these monkeys will have herpes B. Now, herpes B for the monkey, it does not affect the monkey, but it can become very dangerous and even fatal to some humans. Now, there have been very few reports of humans dying from this disease, but there's still that risk of you getting that disease and dying. And I don't think a lot of people want to have that risk. Now that you know a little bit about why it can be dangerous to have an exotic animal as a pet, I hope you will look into this topic a little bit more and you will never have an exotic animal as a pet.